right side at Smith. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Now, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
On second down, here's Watson.
There's Chris Olave.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he is going to have the Saints first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll drop to throw.
And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Now to try the New Orleans field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Going to begin the drive here with Madison.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another carry now for Madison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
The Vikings at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them.
He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Second down, Cousins.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now it's Watson.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football. And it's time to run out this first quarter of play.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go Madison up the middle.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Play fake. Cousins. Completes it to the fullback hand. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
To throw, Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. Now a handoff to Chandler.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Cousins. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Cousins to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, trying to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands. I hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Play action now. Cousins. Making the catch. This is the tight end Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Now a give to Madison. On the turn and run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On play action, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage.
I know this is a rough, rugged game played by really, really tough guys. But that throw, absolutely lovely. What a deep ball by the quarterback.
Marr now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Watson now on second down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Touchdown, Saints! Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back right now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to run for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They'll get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchdown. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They go play action. Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Here's Madison running on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 29, here's second down and 1. Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Dancing to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, Watson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defensive perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Following the interception, Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Madison will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational in clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this week?
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. And I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's Ryan Wright now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On second down, here's Watson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort in it.
That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Kamara try the right side. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we look.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Flush to his right. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. And give him a gain of 37.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, this is Madison. And all the way down inside the 5 and the 4. Starting to look like this driver may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete. Kamara. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. Watson to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
Here comes second down at 5. Now Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw, Watson. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. And